What's going on, everyone? My name is Billy No! And leave a comment telling me how you like the new format with like a song leading in for about 30 seconds because I've got some very different songs and I think you guys would really like that. Um, so, anyway, as you can see by the title, this is Totally Taco Tuesday Time Together. That name came from my girlfriend and her set of friends. Every Tuesday they used to go to Taco Bell and they came up with the nice little name, Totally Taco Tuesday Time Together. So you might be wondering, Billy, no, how are you going to be eating tacos with me? Well, I'm not going to be eating tacos with you, I'm just going to be talking about tacos. And by tacos, I mean vaginas. Basically, I wanted to start a series just talking about like the past girls in my life and all that kind of stuff, based on a few people I've seen. Woody's Gamertag had a really funny one. I believe, yeah, Cod Chameleon started it, and he's the one who really made me want to do it because he put up some of the stuff he put up was pretty. It was just like how he broke off an engagement. That was pretty crazy. So it was making me think, this might be a way for you guys to connect with me a little better, and just to give you a better idea of who I am. Because right now all you know about me is I'm some random Indian dude who likes to talk about penis a lot. But I'm totally straight. I just like talking about penis. Oh, and poop. Lots of poop. Lots and lots of poop. So that being said, let's get into it. So the best place to start would obviously be the beginning of my love life. And to be honest, it was totally non-existent. I'm one of those dudes who took a long time to get into the game. Because really my game was just non-existent for a long time, and that's one more reason I wanted to make this series, because it is really tough to get your foot in the door when it comes to dating and girls and people of the opposite sex. Actually, I suppose I can make this series for any female viewers too, because I actually got a female viewer to comment on my last video, and that was pretty interesting. It was a pretty funny comment. If you wanted to check it out, go to the last video. It's the retract versus detract one. She has an interesting perspective on the penises. But, so, what the fuck was I talking about? Yeah. I had no idea how to talk to girls when I first started out. Like, say, 7th, 8th grade, basically what I did was, one time there was a girl I liked, and instead of talking to her myself at all, I really didn't know anything about her. I had my friend Mike just go up and tell her I liked her, and to tell her that I wanted to talk to her, and she said no, and that was the end of that. Fast forward 5 years, she has actually been dating my best friend for about 2 years or so, which is pretty awesome. I mean, I don't have any resentment or anything, because I didn't know what the fuck I was doing anyway. So the first real attempt I had at getting a girlfriend was when I was on this rec soccer team. Normally, I played for my high school at the time, and I was pretty boss. I played defense, and I'm pretty damn good. Well, okay, no, I'm not, but at that time I was. Long story about that. I'll get into it sometime, but it's bleh. So anyway, there was this girl on my team because it was co-ed. Her name was Amber. She was a redhead, fire crotch. I never thought about it back then. But I was just like, oh, she was pretty. She was a pretty girl, and she played soccer. So I was just like, hell yes, give me some of that. But it was weird. I thought she had a boyfriend who was on the team, but he was like never there, and it seemed like she was always flirting with me. So, eventually it got towards the end of the season, and everyone knew that I liked her, but instead of asking her out, she just like came up to me one day because she was going to move or something, and she was just like, "Chris, I'm never going to see you again," and gives me a big hug, and I was like, well, that's the end of that. So fast forward about a year or so, freshman year of high school. That was actually in 7th or 8th grade, and this is now freshman year of high school. So I started talking to a few girls, attempting to breach the gap. Like, at my school, I was still totally a loser, and there was still just, like, no hope of me getting a girlfriend. So I had some friends from other schools, and I tried to, network a little, have them hook me up a bit. And they did. They were really great. And there was one girl in particular who sticks out. Her name was Rachel. Oh my god. I've got a lot of friends who will to this day be like, "Oh, that Rachel bitch? Yeah, dude." Because she just totally screwed me over. Now, there are two sides to the story, and I understand the other side too. But starting out, basically, like, I met her because she was one of my friend's cousins, and he didn't care if I dated her, so it was cool. But, I started texting her, and it was going really well, and then after, like, 3 weeks or so, I tell her through text message we haven't hung out or anything in 3 weeks, and we never really hung out, we just talked a little bit. And I straight up tell her through text message that I like her, and she said, "Oh, that's sweet, I guess I could start to like you too, but I don't right now, but maybe." And I was like, "Alright, cool, I'll take that." Fast forward about a week or two more. Oh my god. Beginning of the end. I told her through text message, after 4 weeks of talking to her, only through text, that I loved her. Yeah, can you believe that? Like, I was just so inept, I had no idea what I was doing. It was just so, like, fuck, man, what are you doing? But she, it was weird because she didn't get creeped out, or she didn't tell me she was creeped out or anything. In fact, she made it seem like it was totally acceptable, it was totally cool. And so I kept going with it, and I started, like, writing poems and shit. I just got so creepy. Now, the thing is, that was based off of something that my friend told me to do, because he was quite the romantic, and he did poems and that kind of thing, and it worked out, like, in spades for him. But the difference was, with him, it was with a girl he had been dating for, like, 6 years, and this is a girl who I've been talking to for 4 weeks. So the poetry, obviously, a bit of a freaky thing, but she pretended to like it. Just, I don't know why, but she did. So, fast forward a little more, and out of nowhere she has a boyfriend. She just played me like crazy, and I was pissed, rightfully so, I think. Blah blah, woof woof, got over it. She texts me one day, and she says, "Oh, I'm so sorry I hurt you, da 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 da, can we still talk and all?" So we do. More poetry, more bullcrap. And then one day I come home from soccer, and she's like, "Oh, so what are you up to?" I tell her, "Oh, I'm about to take a shower." And she just goes, "Oh, I wish I could be there with you." And I was just like, "Oh, hell yeah, bitch wants my penis." And then it was funny because at 11:11 we always did the whole 11:11 make a wish kind of thing. And she says, "Oh, make a wish." And I said something, and she said, "I hope things work out with this guy I'm talking to." I was like, "Oh, who's that?" She says, I said, "Is that me, I hope?" And she goes, I was like, what the fuck? 2 hours later, they're dating. So that was, well, that wasn't the end of that, because fast forward, beginning of, like, my sophomore year, start messaging her on MySpace, blah blah, woof woof, same story. So she played me 3 times. That is right. I was such a sucker. But, oh man, that just left a sore experience in my mouth. And that was the only experience I had with women up until my junior year of high school. And thinking back on it now, it's just like, damn, man, what the fuck were you thinking? Damn, I just realized we're getting towards the end of this commentary. I really wanted to get to my first girlfriend, but I guess we'll save that for next week. So, thanks for watching, guys. Leave a like to let me know if you like this series or not. I promise, I know today's episode may have been a little dry. It's going to get a lot more interesting once I get into my actual girlfriends and all. So, thank you very much for watching Totally Taco Tuesday Time Together. This has been Billy No. Let me know what you think of the new intro, too. Just, adding my own flair with the music to it. And, that's all. So, bye-bye, everyone. I love you. Okay, so I lied. I totally forgot something. My dude TJ the editor actually made a montage for me. It is pretty sick because I gave him some really bad clips, sniping, and he made them look really sick. Like, I mean, I'm not I'm okay. I'm not the best sniper in the world, and he still made me look like I was fucking legit. I mean, not necessarily Grizz style, but a more seasoned veteran or something. So the annotation should be up on the screen right now. Go check it out. Leave a like, favorite, subscribe to him, do all that good stuff because he deserves a lot more exposure than he's gotten. So that's all, everyone. Bye.